Hey, you looking for a horror movie comedy podcast with a twist?
Well, this is Kim Ket Stay Alive. Maybe?
So each week, one of us picks a horror movie and tells it to the other, breaking it down and at key points, giving the other a chance to say what they would do to stay alive.
And I was like, what? We solemnly swear to rarely get the names of characters right.
Principal, Princess Vulcan.
No, he's Princess Vulcan's now, I'm sorry. And to periodically serenade you.
It's like My Favorite Murder and How Did This Get Made had a kid.
A weird, spooky kid who laughs inappropriately.
No, I hate when people crawl on the ceiling.
Well, they're my nightmares.
It's Kim and Ket Stay Alive.
Maybe?
Download wherever you listen to podcasts.
Follow us on social media at KKSam Podcast.
Bye!
Ghosted me.
I'm done.
I'm drinking Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale, Big Timber Brewing Company IPA, and Funky Buddha Brewery No Crust Peanut Butter and Jelly Brown Ale.
Wow.
I have a problem, Kim.
A problem?
Also, we started.
We did. Oh, good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Let's Die.
Hey, we're drinking.
Talking
Talking about what we're drinking.
The His versus Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, the podcast. My name's Bret, mountain man from West Virginia, and joining me today, she's a model, actress. She has the voice of an angel and the adorable demeanor of a penguin. A podcasting supergiant. It's Kim Burns. Kim, say hi.
Hi.
For the listener, you might know Kim from Kim and Ket Stay Alive. Maybe. Guys, I'm skipping ahead. I'm kind of drunk a little bit. So this is volume 2, chapter 4. And as always, we need to read from our little handy dandy Let's Die survival notebook. Rule number 33. Appreciate the small moments because they could be momentous. Kim, what do you think about that?
I think that's beautiful.
Isn't it?
It's just words. It's words to live by.
It is, especially when circumstances are dire. It's always good to savor the small things, whether it be a Twinkie you find in the back of a truck or a new friend you made who's on your podcast.
You never know if it'll be your last.
This could be my last podcast, Kim.
This is it?
It could be it. This might be
throwing in the towel?
Yeah, this is showstoppers. There's nowhere to go from here.
I guess we better savor it.
I guess so. And hey,
every moment. Every single moment, Bret.
And this episode's actually coming out. It's not Valentine's Day for us, but right now for the listener, it's Valentine's Day.
Aw, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. And most likely, I don't have a Valentine's as per usual. Mom, if you're listening, please don't give me shit over it.
Does your mom want you to get married?
No, I was already married once, and that didn't work out so hot. But
you were.
Yeah. Oh man, are we getting into personal?
Survived.
Well, hey, today's episode is about love survival. So yeah, I was married for 10 years.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was married for.
How old were you when you got married?
20, 21, something like that.
Wow.
And granted, the last year we were separated, so legally 10, but more like 9. So, yeah, in the world of love, I failed and died. Came back a zombie.
Well, I'm still trucking along.
I hear you, leaving a wake of men behind you as far as the eye can see, into the sunset, just a trail of bodies.
Yeah, basically.
I believe it. So, Kim, there's nothing quite like a pain of heartbreak. Right?
Right.
Right? Like...
It's rough.
It sure is, especially when you're young and dumb and full of stuff.
I will say that my biggest heartbreak, though, was actually like the best thing that ever happened to me. One of the best things that ever happened to me.
Really?
So, yeah, because it like opened me up so much and it made me like grow and learn. Like it exponentially like jump starts that process a little bit.
That's how I feel about my divorce too. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it sucked and it was sad, but I felt like I had never done anything on my own before, and it kind of gave me a chance to do that. And
yeah, especially when you're married that young.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You know, we only dated for like 3 months before we decided to get married.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I know. And
what? How and why did you get married?
I don't know. Maybe I was insecure and thought like I'd never find anybody else or something. I'm sure there's a hint of truth to that. I'm going to reveal too much in this episode.
We're getting in there, Bret. I'm just going to keep getting in there deeper. I'm surprised that you lasted that long, honestly, for getting married 3 months in at 21.
Well,
God.
I mean, it's like kind of marrying your double. Like, we were both into Mortal Kombat, and we bonded over that, and then you're talking to me now, so if I was wearing a wig, it'd be almost like talking to her, but only if you were into guns way more.
Oh, boy.
Brittany, if you're listening, that's not a dig. Please don't come after me.
Oh, God. Or me.
Or Kim. Oh, God. It's definitely harder than it should be, right? I feel like dating in general, as a single man in his 30s, is way harder than it needs to be.
Hard in what way?
Hard in that, okay, so I'm a connoisseur of the dating apps.
Me too.
Yeah. So naturally, you get a match, and you're like, hey, how are you? My name's Bret. I'm this age. I'm from here. I do this. I do that. Do you like this? Do you like that? Oh, what are some of the things that you like? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, fast forward 3 or 4 days. Do you want to go on a date? Sure. Fast forward another week, and nothing's come of it.
Right.
And it's
right. I hear you.
It's exhausting.
I think you gotta pull the trigger quicker. That would be my advice.
You don't think that's creepy?
No, especially for people who, I mean, we live in very different towns, so it might be different. But, like, I think we all get it. For, like, everyone who's been, unless they're, like, brand new to app dating, then, like, we all get it and we all feel the same way. So it's like, I don't want to just fucking talk to someone, text them back and forth for, like, a week and then another week before we go out. That's too much time. I'm like, let's fucking do this. Because you don't really find out until you meet them, so...
You know, your time is valuable. I totally get that.
Well, it's also just like you've done it enough times where you're like, oh my gosh, I've gotten really excited about this person, and we have this great text... What's the word? It's like chemistry. And
like
then
a rapport.
You meet in person. Yeah, and then you meet in person, it's not there.
Sure.
That has happened so many times. So it's like you just want to, like, figure it out faster, I think. And, like, the longer it goes out or the longer it goes on, the harder it is to kind of, like, nail it down. And if you're just like, hey, cool, like, we have some things in common. We clearly have some chemistry. Like, let's go out. Let's do it.
All right, my next question is, why do you live 10,000 miles away? I'm just kidding. Have you seen My Bloody Valentine?
I have not seen My Bloody Valentine.
Really?
Really?
I feel like I want to suggest that as an episode for you guys when it comes to Valentine's time.
Okay.
We won't go over it. I don't want to...
We'll consider it.
I don't want to ruin it. It's perfect. I mean, it's perfect.
I know. Please don't. I don't like to know.
It's got Jensen Ackles in it. And, I mean, come on. The dude's a stud.
Who that is.
You don't know who Jensen Ackles is?
No.
The guy from Supernatural. The hot guy.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
you know our
yeah.
GIF, he was in several of my GIFs that I sent to you.
Yeah, I liked them.
Yeah.
I liked those GIFs.
Oh, me too. Like, shoot. He's a panty dropper. He's a boxer dropper.
Yeah. He sure is, that guy.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I think we probably will do Bloody Valentine for Valentine's Day. Should we tell people what our podcast is?
Sure.
What my podcast is?
Well, yeah. Well,
so they know what we're talking about?
We can plug it right now. I was going to ask you later, but we could do it right fucking now. Kim Ket Stays Alive.
I was thinking it makes more sense. Like, they don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, so, guys. So, I met Kim just randomly through Twitter in a incredibly long GIF chain of conversations.
We had a real GIF off.
We had a GIF.
I think I'm still winning.
Guys,
it could still continue, and I'm winning at the moment.
She gift off. Oh, are you? Because I sent the last one, but
did you? I don't think I received that.
She gift off on my face, all over my body. So we met through gifts because I don't even remember. I remember I was relating to your struggles in Tinder. That's what it was. That's what it was. And I said Tinder was a wasteland. And that's how it all started. Because Tinder is a fucking wasteland.
Yeah, I don't use Tinder.
Do you not?
No.
In the interest of love survival, is there an app that you prefer for dating?
I prefer... I don't know that they have these apps everywhere, but I like the Inner Circle, and the League is okay.
The FX show?
I mean, that's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might just be because I live in a big city, but
I've never heard of either of those.
Yeah, so they might not be as beneficial then.
Look, Tinder's not even beneficial.
I definitely don't do Tinder because I feel like that's just for hooking up. And that's not what I'm about.
Okay, my experience... Okay, so being from a rural... I hate this fucking word. Rural? From being from a rah-rah community, Tinder sucks. I'm lucky if I get, like, a match every week or so. Like, you could spend every day swiping until you have no more swipes, and then you're just lucky if you get a match, and then it's like half the time they unmatch as soon as they match. So they're just gone as soon as you open up the app.
Yeah, I think we definitely live in different kinds of towns.
We do.
The fact, like, the idea of never having any more never having any more swipes on Tinder in LA is insanity. I mean, for me, that's actually part of the issue and part of the problem of dating in LA is that it feels like it's an endless supply. Mm-hmm. So I feel like people can be a little...
For the listener,
you know what I mean?
Kim is based in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, yeah.
And I looked up, a couple days ago, there are roughly 4 million people in and around Los Angeles. In the biggest city in West Virginia, what did I say it was? It's something like 40,000 or something ridiculous. Like, maybe like 405,000. Anyway, it's very small comparatively speaking. So,
do you guys have Bumble there?
We do. That's actually one of my favorite apps because it takes some pressure off of the first message, which is always like a hard thing for the guy. I've seen Tinder dates like their app, and it's like a million guys that just say hey, 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 hey.
Yeah. If you can come up with something better than hey, it's always a plus.
For sure, but at the same time, from my perspective, it's like, okay, what do I say that sets me apart, that doesn't make me sound like a creep? Like, I don't want to give them my whole life story in one post.
Yeah, for me, usually if someone says something about what's in my profile, specifically my profile or like one of my pictures, that's always a good opening line to me. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't have to be so like in depth or anything, but like just saying, oh, I've looked at your profile. Because sometimes even someone will send a really nice message and I'm just like, I bet you fucking copy and paste this to everyone. Like, sometimes it's just like, hey, you're beautiful, or that was something, I don't know, like, and you're like, oh, that's nice, and they're like, I don't even know if this is to me or they're just saying it to everyone. So like, it's nice when someone just makes a comment about like my actual profile.
That drives me
like,
nuts.
Oh, you like looked at mine.
That drives me nuts that guys do that, honestly. Like, because what if that person, because I'm always thinking about, like, the future. What if that person ends up being, like, the quote-unquote one? Like, you've basically founded your relationship on a copy and paste. Like, I wouldn't want that.
Well, I don't know, but that'd just be a funny story, I feel like.
Yeah, so if I set my Tinder distance to something like 205,000 miles and I find your profile and I say something like, Kim, I love that photo of you covered in blood with the baseball bat. You think that'd score me some bonus points?
That is on my profile.
I just assumed. I had no idea.
Yeah, probably.
I bet
Except that I'm not on Tinder.
Right, of course. I bet if I put on my profile a picture of me covered in blood with the baseball bat, I bet I wouldn't get any matches.
I would agree with that. Or you'd, like, find the one.
Hey, that's some gender bias.
Like one girl out there that'd be like,
you know what?
my guy.
You know what? That's not a bad thought. Make it so undesirable that the one person that likes it, that's the one. That's right.
Not my first rodeo. What about, you guys have OkCupid?
We do, and I have some concerns.
People say it's a good one, no?
Okay, so I've gotten, I don't know, all right, in the interest of journalism, which this show is not about. Mom, please don't listen to my mom listens to every episode.
Your mom listen?
She listens to every episode.
Hi,
Mom. No, Mom.
How are you?
Mom, fast forward like 10 minutes for the love of God. All right, I've gotten laid. I've hooked up a couple times off of OkCupid. I've been stalked once after one such occurrence. And I got blackmailed once. Yeah. But I didn't give in. I was like, I don't give a shit. You got my dick pic. Fucking send it to whoever. I don't give a fuck. I'm nobody.
Why are you sending dick pics?
Look, okay.
That's your own fault.
That
Bret.
is absolutely my fault, and I never ever.
Listen.
I never send it.
Listen.
I never send
Bret.
it. Hey,
Get it together.
Kim.
Get it together, Bret.
Kim, I never ever send it unless it's asked for. I'm a gentleman.
Who asked for a dick pic?
Someone
That should be your first sign. That should be your first sign that someone's blackmailing you. Let me do a public service announcement right now.
Kim's got it, y'all.
Any gentleman that's listening.
The floor is Kim's.
No girl ever wants your dick pic. No one wants it. No one wants it.
It depends on what they're looking for. If they're just looking for a rebound, sometimes that's all they want. They want to know if it's worth their time. You know, because
I don't know. I guess I just don't know those ladies. Every girl I know is just like, why the fuck would I ever want a dick pic?
Okay, so that's because you're a woman of substance, and these women are not. And I haven't.
Well, I take that as a compliment.
Well, you should, because it is. And let me tell you, I've met plenty of those girls, and there's a reason why I'm still single as of this recording.
So you're blaming it on the girls?
Not at all. I'm blaming it on... oh, God, I don't want to blame anybody. It's just a matter of circumstance. Those people are looking for something different than what I'm ultimately looking for, but occasionally I'm in the mood to do things that they want. Does that make sense?
For sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, fair to be said about everyone.
Sure.
Most people, I would say.
Yeah. And being in a rural... I can't say that word ever. We have a store here called Rural King, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I can't say it. Like, why don't they call themselves Country King? Guys, this episode is not brought to you by Rural King, but if it was, they could throw some fertilizer my way. My yard sucks. Oh, fuck. But yeah, anyway, this is a long tangent from Bumble. Like, weren't we talking about Bumble? I don't even know.
Yeah, I think, I don't know how we got to Rural King, but yeah. We were talking about Bumble.
Yeah, so, Kim,
and
what...
all your sexual escapades.
Yeah, that's fair. I put that shit on the line, didn't I? I'm already thinking about what my mom is gonna say to me. Anyway,
Can't wait to hear.
I'll be sure to let you know in a few months.
If we're still talking, if you're like any other guy that I've met online, we won't be talking in 2 months, so it doesn't matter.
Excuse me. I'll have you know that I am a different breed. I keep reaching for this beer, and I don't have a bottle opener here. This okay. No, more than likely you'll be more annoyed at me and be like, oh, "This guy's messaged me again."
I know. I was just making a joke about the guys I meet online dating apps.
For sure. So you get ghosted a lot? Is that a common problem from a lady's perspective?
Yes and no. Not as much as I've been like. I feel like I have so much experience now dating that I also, here's the thing, is like I don't get sent dick pics. I don't normally get ghosted, I don't think.
Well, that's good.
But like, it's definitely happened plenty of times. It's just I think I'm like now starting to date guys that are a little bit older and guys that are like actually looking for something real. Mm-hmm. And it's just like we're just not the right fit, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, so we either go on like a date or two and then it just doesn't matter if we don't talk anymore, or if we, usually if it's something more substantial, I usually don't. Oh, I guess that did just happen though. I was dating a guy from a different country. We traveled to a different country together. We went on a trip to Mexico together.
Wow.
And then he kind of basically ghosted me.
Kim, there
was some talking, but
Kim, that is straight baller to go to another country with a guy.
Well,
the listener can't see what I'm doing, but
I'm a badass bitch. What can I say?
Fuck yeah, no shit. It
wasn't like a first date, but it was early on for sure.
Right. I feel like guys get definitely ghosted more than ladies, but I feel like ladies have the misfortune of a lot of guys who just want to bang.
Yeah, and I don't get that a lot anymore either. Like, I also put it on my profile that I'm looking for something legit. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it depends what you put out there. But I would agree with that statement that ladies tend to probably ghost a little more, maybe, because I have also purposely and very intentionally worked at not ghosting people. Because I was like, there was a time where I was being ghosted all fucking time, and I was a little bit younger, but I was like, okay, if I don't want to be ghosted anymore, then I'm not going to ghost anyone else. So if someone asks me out again or talks to me, even though sometimes it would be so much easier to just not reply, I will be like, hey, it was great to meet you, but I don't think I want to go out again. I'll just fucking say it.
That's very nice of you. Honestly, as a guy, I would prefer to be turned down than ghosted.
Me too. I'm fine with you saying you don't want to go out again, but I'm just let a sister know.
Yeah.
Come on.
For sure. It sucks. It's kind of rude a little bit. Can I tell you something?
And I understand it, it's scary, but I feel like karma.
Can I tell you something that's a coincidental?
Please.
While we're recording this episode, I haven't been on Bumble in roughly a month, and I got a notification that somebody likes me.
Oh my gosh, it's your dream girl.
Oh my god.
She's the one. Bret's getting married to this Bumble girl.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be so crazy.
Oh yeah, if I end up marrying this girl, I'll be sure to invite you to the wedding. In fact, I want you to officiate it.
Done and done.
Sweet. Oh, but you know what? The problem with these apps is I have no idea who actually liked me unless I want to spend a fucking arm and a leg.
What?
So,
you have to pay?
You have to pay to see who likes you. For sure.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Until you like them back, you mean?
Right. You could take the chance that you might hook up with them or not via the app, or you can just pay a premium to see who it is that likes you. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. I don't do that. But I hear it. I hear you.
So I click the notification, and the first thing that comes up is a guy. Which, hey, if you're into that, that's cool.
What?
That's not a big deal. Like, it doesn't bother me at all, but I clicked that I like women, and a guy came up. So...
Bret's getting married to this guy. Yeah.
Hey, look, our curtains will be fucking on point, okay? I challenge you to have, like, a better decor in your household than me and my husband, and we're gonna hyphenate.
I can't do it. I can't. You guys win.
I might take his name. You never know. Do you ever, like, look at somebody's profile and be wondering, like, that's the picture that you decided to go with?
All the time.
Like,
that's also a rule of mine. I'm like, if I can't see your face, I'm not gonna swipe for you. Like,
I have a rule.
What the fuck?
I have a rule about Snapchat filters. If there's more than one, then you're out.
I feel like we should. How do we show each other our profiles right now?
That is something I don't know.
We should. I'm gonna take pictures of it and send it to you.
Okay,
we can judge each other's. We can live judge each other's profile.
Let's do that. But while we do that, let's go ahead and take a break, and then we'll send each other the stuff, and then we'll come back and we'll look at that, and then we'll talk about more things.
Okay.
So, guys, all 2 people that are listening, or 40, or 10, or whatever, it fluctuates really weirdly. I don't understand the stats. I feel like it's a different, like, 10 to 40 people every episode because nobody comes back. We have no consistency.
Nobody comes back.
One episode will get 200 listens, and then the next episode will get 10. And I'm like, I don't get it. But anyway, yeah. You guys listen to the ad that's coming up. More than likely, I imagine it'll probably be about a certain podcast about 2 hotties who are trying to survive some horror movies. And then when we come back, we'll do that thing that we talked about. Bump. All right, Tun. We're going to play a little game in honor of our most esteemed guest. We're going to play a little game of KK Sam's. What do you think, pup? Silence is complicity. So here, I'm going to tell you a story. And then you're going to tell me how you responded. And at the end, we'll see if you survived. So you wake up. You're kind of low to the ground. And you find a sunbeam. What does this character do? And what do you do? You go for the food bowl. I'm going to give you... So you got 1 honk. But I'm not going to give you the other honk because this cute thing, it goes and lays down in the sunbeam. Then you hear a sound at the door. What do? You look curiously at the door and maybe bark. Okay. That's not what this thing does. So I'll give you 1 honk for you, but no honks for the other one. Now, all of a sudden, a man shows up, and he says, "Come here, I need to show you something in the bathroom." What do you do? Okay, you continue to eat your food and ignore it. The character flees, so you get no honks. Now, we've come to a mirror, and we can clearly see that the character is a cat, the most terrifying creature of all. And Tun, you're obviously mortified at the thought of being a cat. But then the man shows up behind you, and he grabs you, and he takes you to the bathroom where he gives you a bath. What do you do, and what does the cat do? Okay, you're complicit with the bath. The cat, however, scratches and claws. You get no honks. Well, good news, Tun. That's the end of the story, and you survived. And now you're all clean from your bath. Aren't you happy? Oh, good girl. And you're not a cat, so even better. It's a happy ending. If you like this game of KK Sam's, I would implore you, check it out. Kim Ket Stay Alive, maybe. It's like this, but 10 billion times better, and it makes way more sense when they do it. Okay, back to the episode.
Are we back?
We're back.
Hello.
Hi. Hope you all enjoyed that ad that I haven't recorded yet, but you're listening to it after I recorded it, so it's like time travel.
I'm sure it's amazing.
Doctor Who would shit his pants. Kim, welcome back.
Cheers. Welcome back. Cheers.
Welcome back to us. Hey, we're gonna do exactly what Kim said, and we're gonna look at each other's profiles.
Yeah.
Who's going first in this mess?
You decide.
I feel like for anybody that's listened to more than 30 minutes of this show would find it... Okay, they already know that I can't insult you in any way. Like, I just don't have it in me. So I'll go first, and then you can just tear into me, and that'll make people laugh.
But you could be honest with your constructive criticism.
Kim, you have my utmost honest to somebody. I forgot where I was going with this. You have my heart's truth.
Okay.
That I will do this to the best of my ability. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm diving into your what's this called? One circle?
This is called inner circle.
Inner circle, not one circle.
It's the same thing on everything. They're all the same.
It's not a perfect circle.
No.
James Maynard Keenan is not belting over this tune. You look so adorable as a penguin. I can't take it. Okay. The listener has no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm wearing a penguin onesie right now. Wait till you see my photos.
Okay, so I'm not going to go into your personal information unless it's just generic, you know.
Right.
Or something that you've previously divulged, like you're from Philly. You've said that before.
Right, for sure.
So, Philly chicken LA. Make me laugh. Okay, I like that.
I feel like you can read it aloud.
Okay, all right.
Actually,
Philly
you can read everything. Just don't say my age, I guess.
Well, no, I won't do all that. I'm going to use my movie voice. Sunday. Okay. Philly chicken LA. Make me laugh and buy me whiskey. Damn it. I dig people who care about the world and work to make it a better place. ... But still know how to have fun. Looking for something legit. Oh, and for social media stalking, please see... Beep! My favorite cities are Berlin, Madrid, anal? Arenal?
Arenal is a place in Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica. Okay. I honestly had no idea what I just read. All right, moving on to the Pictures.
I was going to ask you for your favorite city.
All right, hold on. Okay, I see. All right, hold on. This is already lying because it says you're less than 0.2 miles away from me, and I know that's not true, and that bums me out. All right, so the first picture. Should we dive in? We got to describe the pictures, don't we?
I don't know. This is your podcast, bro.
Yeah, but you're my guest, so
it's hard to talk about how we'll discuss things no one can see that we're listening. That's listening.
I will describe the pictures to the best of my ability. All right, we see Kim in set, the center of the frame. In the background, graffiti. Her hair is slightly wavy. She's wearing a delicious reddish lipstick, and she looks positively gorgeous. There is another woman in this picture, but she's been sliced in half, like an axe murderer just got her right as the picture was being taken. I hope that didn't happen for true.
You never know.
Oh God, the next picture I've already swiped right on at this point in the review process because she's looking down upon me from this angle. There's clearly some sort of sun glare in the background. And it almost looks like she's just removed a leather jacket of sorts and she's got like a flower in her hands, but we can't see that. It's just barely off screen and she's looking down upon me as though she is God and she's about to smite me or make me the happiest guy on earth, and I can't tell which, but I'm into it. The next picture, we see Kim in what I'm assuming is a fancy LA bakery, and she's presenting to me a delicious cupcake, of which I appreciate greatly. She's giving me a wry smile as though they say, "Hey, bitch, you know you want some cupcake." Next pic. Oh, this is my favorite one right here. She's covered in blood and brandishing my favorite weapon, a baseball bat.
Yep.
And right next to you is Ketrin from your podcast, and she's got the wrong weapon.
The axe.
The axe. And she's also holding it the wrong way. Like, that's a good way to hold it if you want to cut yourself into the arm.
We know. And people, like, make comments about that. And we're like, bro, it's so you can see it in the picture.
It's a photo shoot. Right? It's a black background, and if it was facing the other way, you wouldn't be able to see it. I get it. I totally get it. But it's still the wrong way. And you're right. Baseball bat. All right, next picture. Oh my gosh. When I wake up in the morning and, you know, I'm just not on time. I feel like a mess, but it's going to be all right. It's all right.
It's all right. 'Cause
I'm Saved by the Bell. Kim is kissing a giant cutout of Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. Is this that restaurant that's made after Saved by the Bell? Is it really?
Yeah, there's like a pop-up. It's like in the design of the Max, the restaurant that they're always hanging out at.
See, I've actually, like, I'm in West Virginia, uncultured swine that I be, and I've heard of that restaurant.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I would fucking go if I could. That's pretty fucking sweet. Kim in this picture is wearing some sort of shirt that says, what does it say? But yeah, she looks hot. Continuing. Oh, and she's got a cheerleader pom-pom, which she would be a great cheerleader. If you listen to her podcast, you already know she'd be a fucking awesome cheerleader.
Yeah, Ketrin, you fucking bitch. I was a cheerleader.
Yeah. Next picture, we got Kim.
First on this podcast.
Kim is in the foreground, and she's giving us a thinking man pose. Her fist is under her chin, and she's giving us a, what you packing, motherfucker? Are you gonna buy me a drink or what kind of look? In the background, we see what I assume is a bartender, and he's got a look that says, she only tipped me 50 cents. It's really strange.
I would never.
Haha, just kidding. Oh my God, there's a lot of these. Okay, hold on. No, there's not. All right, the next picture, we have Kim in what I assume is her casual everyday look. It looks like is that a leather jacket, I think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is in España, Spain.
Oh, lovely. Like, I assume that your casual everyday look is like 11, like cranking it up to 11 all the time because your hair looks gorgeous. You got the shirt and jacket and the necklace, and it looks fantastic.
Thanks,
and
Bret.
you're
really making me feel great about myself.
And you have a friend in this picture, so I know you have a friend, so that's good.
Right? That's important.
That's important.
That's a key factor of dating profiles, actually.
You're right. And sidebar, don't make every picture about you and all your friends, because then we can't tell who you are.
Then I don't know which one is you.
Exactly. Thank you. We're on the same page. Next picture.
I've done enough of just me to be able to be like, oh, this is who it is now.
Yeah, absolutely. So next picture is a classic group picture of friends, and they all appear to be wearing penguin onesies.
I have lots of friends. See? That's what that says.
You know what? One would be like, that's a lot of penguins, but I am not shocked by this revelation at all. Next one. Kim appears to be in a desert of sorts. There's actually quite a bit of greenery in that vista. Where is that? Can you tell me where that's at?
Sedona, Arizona.
Oh, it's really pretty. I love the reds in the background there on the rocks.
Yeah, it's red rock, like canyons, red rock canyons.
Ooh, eagle eye. You see that eyeball right there? Yeah. Kim is jumping, and the camera has caught her mid-jump, and she's looking quite festive and alive, like she's filled with the spirit of youth.
Okay.
Love it. The next one looks like Mount Kilimanjaro.
That's Arenal.
What?
Or wait, no. I think that's Arenal, the place that you couldn't say. I think it's here.
Oh, anal. That's anal. So Kim's doing anal in this picture.
Fuck yeah. It's a volcano.
It's a volcano.
It's somewhere near there. I can't remember.
Surrounded by mist, and Kim looks lovely as ever. She's got her arms outstretched to the gods. Praise be to the social titans. Kim, I gotta be honest with you. I swiped right on this profile before I even saw the first picture. So you get A plus 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 plus.
Before you even saw the first picture?
Before I saw the first picture. But naturally, I did my homework and went through the pictures to look for red flags. But upon reading, the fact that you have a profile in the first place is a good sign, because a lot of people don't even have information.
Yeah, that's something I usually won't swipe right on.
Either. I would hone in on, she's a Philly chick, so she's relatively knowledgeable about where I'm also from, Appalachia.
Okay. Next task. What's your opening message? Following the rule I just gave you of pick something out about their profile or their pictures instead of just hey.
Honestly, it depends on my current mood. Sometimes I'm just exhausted and I'm like, hey, fuck it.
Yeah, that's not a good time to be dating.
Yeah. If I really like it, I'd be like, hey, how are you? My name's Bret. And I would just open with that.
Okay, well, that's not going to be good enough.
It's really... So I've already lost my chance with Kim, and...
I said it's good if you write about something specific about my profile instead of something
yes,
but copy and paste.
You know what?
You need to make me feel like you actually looked at my profile.
You know what? I would have a thought about the bloody picture, just knowing me.
There you go.
But in this scenario, have I seen your podcast before? Because...
No.
Okay, if I have not seen your podcast before, I'd be like, yo, you picked the right fucking weapon. The bat is the way to go. That's what I would do.
That's a good opener.
If I had seen your podcast before, I would be really intimidated and be scared that you would think that I'm like a creepy stalker that followed your show and found your profile, went out of my way to find that stuff. I would be afraid that you would think that of me. So.
Well, I think that would be a great opening line, because then it gives us something to talk about that's not just hi, how are you? Where are you from? What's your name? How old are you? What do you do?
Yeah.
It's not like a resume.
If I was looking for something, if I was trying to maybe not come off as super creepy but try to get personal, I might be like, oh, you're from Philly? I'm from West Virginia.
Totally.
Appalachia. Yeah. So... Sort of. I mean, I know Philly's not in Appalachia.
I feel like that'd be a helpful ending, because I'd be like, cool. They're pretty far from each other, but okay.
They are very far from each other, but they're... Okay.
I'm pretty cool.
What? Actually, Philly's only, 2 hours away from Appalachia? I think so.
I'm not sure that I know exactly what you're talking about when you say Appalachia. Like the mountain range?
Right. Right. The entire area that I exist in is called the Appalachian Mountains. Our state, fun fact, listener, our state is literally the only state that's 100% within a mountain range, and we are 100% within the Appalachian Mountains.
Wow.
So, when you say Appalachia, you think of things like Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, parts of Virginia. The top of it's up there by Pennsylvania,
Yeah. Totally.
It doesn't start being flat ground and boring until you get to Philly, I think. All right, enough of me.
My turn?
All you, go ahead, go through my Bumble profile.
Exactly. Okay, so it just starts with a picture, is that it?
Yes, they all do, and they have just like the name and the age if you've decided to have your age and where you went to school and stuff like that.
The About Me's like on the second page, is that how this works?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay, so we start on Bret. He went to West Virginia State University.
Ah, cool. No! I'm just kidding.
Should I not say that?
No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
I assumed everyone would know that. No?
No, I didn't graduate. That's just where I went.
Okay. Well, I know a lot of people that went there. That's interesting. He's wearing a Pokemon Go shirt standing next to what I think is more Pokemon.
Okay.
So,
for context, I won that fucking 5K. That's why I was very proud of that.
Okay, it's unclear that it's a 5K. It just looks like that he really likes Pokemon. So, good for some people.
I will delete that immediately.
Can I read this? All of it? Is it okay?
Go ahead.
I won't read it. Okay. About Bret. Dog person, Cancer. Oh, I like that fact because I, nerdily care about things. Most girls do, so that's good.
I found
Pineapples
that
on pizza, motorcycle and tats, nerdy stuff, and the outdoors. Looking for a future broadcast co-host and like-minded French fry enthusiast.
Don't say that part.
That's so funny.
Don't say that very last part.
I'm not going to. I already skipped it.
Thank you. You're the best.
I'm a professional, Bret.
I'm aware.
And then there's a really cute picture of him standing in front of like kayaks or something.
Yes.
But got a funny, cute little smirk face on. I like this picture better than your other one.
I did not know I was having my picture taken. Someone just said, "Hey, Bret, turn around."
Yeah, but it's like cute, and that's like obvious that you're like not, you know what I mean? Like it's got personality.
It's very Zoolander-esque.
Yes, it is very Zoolander-esque. But you look like casual and like chilling and like you're outdoorsy. You clearly do like fun things. You have a friend behind you, obviously.
What's up, Ben?
And then there's a dog. Everyone loves dogs.
That's Tun-Tun, our pod dog.
This is cute little Tun-Tun. Hi. That's bonus points, obviously.
Yep. Well, she's important to me too, so you got to be okay with dogs to date me.
Then there seems to be a maybe selfie photo of Bret at a bar of some sort, maybe.
You are correct.
The best time, just a jolly face on. And then we've got back to some nerd photos.
Yeah.
This is going to be everyone's dressed up in costumes, but probably not for Halloween. It seems more for like maybe a Comic-Con situation.
You fucking got it.
And he's dressed as Super Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Mario from Super Mario. Do you know that this is going to make you lose your mind. I was in a Super Mario Brothers burlesque show once, and I played Luigi.
I wish you were my brother.
Everyone looks like you said I was your brother.
Yeah.
Everyone looks like super nerds, but they're having fun. Okay.
I was very drunk in that picture.
This is a picture with clearly another friend and some sort of robot.
Yeah.
So.
I just like that picture of me.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually at the Mothman Festival in Point Pleasant every year. And because Fallout 76 takes place in West Virginia, they had a big old booth and they had a robot from the Fallout games. And me and What's Up with Wes, What's Up, took a picture next to it, and I just put it in there. So.
Is this Wes?
That is, in fact, Wes.
Hi, Wes.
Hi, Wes. What he fuck him. He ain't listening anyway.
Fuck you, Wes.
Fuck you, Wes. You're fucking on this show. You don't even fucking listen to it. So what do you think? You swiping right?
I think they're all cute pictures. You're clearly very into, like, comic booky things and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But that's not who I am,
like,
Kim.
Not my style. But from this profile, it looks like that's who you are. Because 75% of the pictures all have to do with that.
That's fair. I definitely need to get off of that Pokemon one on the front, don't I?
Yeah.
Or at the very least, make it not my opening photo.
Yeah. I would use either the one with the kayaks or the last one that you have. And sorry, Wes, but cut him out and cut the little robot thing out. Like, just zoom it into, like, just you.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
People need to know that I have friends, Kim. Okay? It's so
Yeah,
hard.
but you've got friends in the other ones. Or, I don't know. Give me some other photo options. I'll let you know.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Real quick, I'll show
I
you.
really like the kayak photo, though. I would say I vote that one as your number one.
So I'll delete all the other photos and just put the...
No! You're not listening!
Did
listen to me!
Did this literally just become me trying to get dating advice from Kim Burns?
That's what's happening. I hope this is interesting to anyone.
Okay, so literally my Tinder profile, there's one extra picture of me and a bunch of friends in front of the Mothman statue. And then there's 2 like gifs of me kissing my dog because I'm a fucking terrible human being. And that's it.
Perfect.
Okay.
I would start with the fucking kayaks. Keep the dogs, keep the friends.
Oh, and there's a picture of my dog in a sushi costume.
Cute. Love it.
It says that I'm less than a mile away, so if I want to hook up with me, I'm in luck.
If you don't want the main thing about you to be comic books and nerdy stuff, even though that is a big part of you.
Yeah,
that profile makes look like that's like your thing.
I love that stuff, but it's not something that necessarily like I'm looking for in a partner. I mean, sure, it's great to have some things in common, but you don't have to have everything in common with a person, do you?
No, totally.
Like,
I'm just saying, like, I look at that and I'm like, oh, I can tell, like, what kind of guy that is.
Like, all you have to do is, like, go to the occasional Marvel movie with me in the theaters. Is that so hard? Like, if you can do that and listen to me drone on about, oh, I miss Stan Lee, then we're good.
But I think I'm just looking at it from my own perspective. I think there's plenty of girls out there that, like, love that shit. So it's good. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your honesty.
That's what I'm here for.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm here for.
Well, you were here for a young, upstart podcasting guy whose fucking co-hosts bailed on him at the last moment. And I swear I was not trying to, like, fish for you as a guest or anything. And you offered out of the depth of your heart, you offered. You're like, do you want me to be on it? And honestly, it blew me off my feet. I actually fell and I cracked my head a little bit. I got brain damage. I got so nervous that I chugged several beers, and I've been drunk this entire episode.
Well, I hope it was worth it.
Honestly, this is my new favorite episode ever of all time. For sure.
I bet you say that about every episode.
No. Oh, God. The one that's supposed to come out before this one is literally, I think, our worst episode. Guys, if you survived through the Greek Titans episode, I am so sorry. But it's like, hey, sometimes you just need shit to put out. Anywho, Kim, there's just a few more things we have to do left before we wrap this shit up. I know you're tired, and I know it's like 1 p.m. for you over there or whatever. All right, we got some emails. You want to go through them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, don't get that excited. All right, the first email is from... it says, "Dear friend, I write to you based on a request by an investor who needs to invest his funds in your country. My name is James Cooper, an investment manager here in Spain. Please get back to me for more details. Sincerely yours, James Cooper."
James!
James, hit us up.
Thanks for reaching out, James.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. This next one is from Mr. Coffee Dog Beeview. "Greetings. With due respect, I sent you an email 3 weeks ago regarding your distant relative. Acknowledge if your email is still valid by replying to this message. I have urgent information to share with you, and it's very important that I pass this information on to you. Regards, Mr. Coffee Dog Beeview."
Is these all the emails that you get?
Yeah.
We don't get it. That's fine.
The next one is, it's just, "My wife and I have awarded you the donation of $1.5 million.
Woo!
Oh, Kim.
How do we get that? 1.5. Let's do it.
Kim, I'm gonna run away with you to anal and to the mighty volcanoes of anal, and we'll just live happily ever after.
Yeah, but
Kim, that was just an excuse to have a fun little segment of spam emails that I don't actually pay attention to. So, you got anything else? I mean, when this episode drops, it is Valentine's Day, and I believe that is February 14th. You're right. You got it.
I know what Valentine's Day is.
Yeah. Well, I never have a Valentine's Day, so...
You were married for the majority of your adult life.
Look, I did super romantic things every Valentine's Day, every birthday, and then one year I was like, "Do you remember that time that I decorated the entire house in balloons and made a scavenger hunt?" And she went, "No." I'm like, why the fuck am I doing all this shit for? So, yeah, anyway. You got anything you need to plug? I know you got a show.
Just my show.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. It's about horror movies. It's about comedy. It's just two chicks. It's me and my best friend, and we pick a horror movie that the other one hasn't seen, and spoiler alert, we tell the entire plot. And but we play a game to see how we would stay alive.
Yep. It's called Kim Ket Stay Alive. Maybe?
Yeah. It came from the idea of like the quote in Scream where they call and ask Nev Campbell, "Do you like scary movies?" And she's like, "No, it's always some like killer who's stalking some dumb bimbo who runs up the stairs when she should be running out the front door." It's insulting.
It is insulting.
So we basically try to figure out what the characters in the movie would do, and also what we would do if we would run up the stairs or run out the front door.
And guys, it's an awesome show. It really is.
Mostly.
I'm working my way through the backlog now. I just listened to the... Shit, I'll tell you right now. What episode did I just listen to? I'm too drunk for this, cat. I just listened to The Wicker Man because I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, okay.
But I also listened to The Babysitter, and let me tell you, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have watched that movie because it sounds fucking way better than I thought it did. So
it does sound good, right?
It does. And let me tell you, if you haven't seen the movies that they're talking about, you should still watch it because you can also play along and see if you yourself would survive. And let me tell you, I never do, and it's probably for the best.
Neither does Ketrin.
Real quick, Kim, why the fuck do horror movies kill animals so much? I noticed that in The Wicker Man. Like, what the fuck? It's so fucked up.
Ketrin does not like dog horror.
Me neither. I
don't think most people do, but I guess because it is like completely terrifying and horrible.
It is. Like, that shit turns off as soon as your dog horror comes on. My channel's changed, bitch.
Yeah, that's what Ketrin does. She can't handle it.
I can't handle it either. I got to leave the room. Anyway, But it's a great show. Kim Ket Stay Alive, maybe. It revealed to me my new favorite horror movie of all time, Train to Busan. So,
so good.
Yeah, I had the whole thing spoiled by Kim and Ket, and I went and watched the movie anyway because it sounds so amazing, and it is literally just the best horror movie I've ever seen. You will cry. I've cried at 3 movies in my entire life. From childhood to adulthood, 3 movies. The third one was Train to Busan. It's so good.
Yeah, you'll definitely cry.
And I would have never known about it if it wasn't for Kim and Ket. So.
Oh, that's a nice compliment. Thank you. I didn't realize that you hadn't seen it before and that you listened to it first and then watched it.
I never even heard about it until your show, and then I listened to it and I said, I listened to your episode, the whole episode, and said, this movie sounds fucking amazing.
So fucking good.
And even though I knew what was going to happen, I still fucking cried like a little baby.
I love it. That's great.
My heart fucking broke. Like, I
know. Oh my God. It's so sad.
So we're playing Kim and Ket Stay Alive, maybe. Train to Busan. Wicker Man. Bunch of shit.
Yeah. I feel like whether you like horror movies or not, people have told us that our show is good. Because, like, people who are good for that. Or it's like, people who love horror movies love it because we're talking about horror movies. And then we have friends who are, like, too scared to watch horror movies. Mm-hmm. And they listen to our podcast so then they can, like, still hear it and, like, know about a movie that everyone's talking about without having to watch it. So,
I get
for everybody.
It's honestly, guys, it's a great podcast. I'm a big fan, and I listen to like 1,000 podcasts, so it's one that's really latched on to me even before I even met Kim and had a GIF war with her. I enjoyed it, so definitely check it out if you're one of the 10 people that listen to this show. Mom, check it out! As always, we're Let's Die, the His versus Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, the podcast. Check us out on Twitter at Let's Die Pod. Send us an email if you got $1.5 million to send us at letsdiepod@gmail.com. There's another social that I can never remember. Let me look at my notes. I don't know. Oh, we're at the Facebooks at Let's Die, the podcast. So if you want, you can find us all the places where podcasts are found. Rate us and review us. There's approximately 3 as of this recording. It's awesome. Kim, you are way too high a billing to be on this podcast. I appreciate you donating your time to poor little old Let's Die. It's been a fucking pleasure.
It's been lots of fun.
And I love you.
I love you too.
Aw. Kim, there's just one more thing, and it's if we gotta die, let's die together.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.